Hey, what's going on, DDO players? Axel here. So today we're going to talk about the level cap increase that was planned to go into effect with the Feywild expansion later this year, but the developers have reversed course on this. So let's just read the statement that they put out and then talk about it. So this is what Koko Majobo, the associate producer, had to say. For over a year now, we've been planning for and working towards a level cap increase to coincide with the release of the Feywild expansion. We believe this is a necessity for the future health of the game and have been very careful to make sure it is done in the best way possible. We built in a lengthy lead up time to allow us to iterate both internally and with the Players' Council. However, what wasn't accounted for was the possibility of a global crisis. As a result, we have come to the conclusion that while we could push through and finish implementing the level cap increase and all of the changes related to it, such as a highly rumored Epic Destiny revamp to make sure they fit in with the new build's ecosystem by the end of the year, we don't want to rush forward with such widespread important changes without time to iterate and make sure we get it right. In summary, both the level cap increase and the Epic Destiny revamp are no longer planned to be released in conjunction with the Feywild expansion. Instead, these features are tentatively planned to be completed in 2021, subject to change. We understand if some are disappointed, we are as well, but we hope you understand the need to get changes of this type right and not rush them out the door. Okay, so a couple things. They initially announced this level cap increase in the producer's letter back in January of this year, 2020. And it's been something that I think actually most players don't want to see, including myself. I don't want to see a level cap increase. But it seems like they just ran out of time with the global crisis. Of course, they can't work in the office as much together. I know some of them, seems like some of them are working from home. And also, they've had other stuff this year, so all the server work, which they didn't mention this, but I'm sure that was a factor as well. All the server work, we had the Wayfinder fiasco. There's been a lot of server stuff going on that they've had to definitely work on. Granted, the same people who do the content aren't necessarily going to be working on that, but I would suspect it played some kind of a role still. So let's talk about a level cap increase and why they might be doing it and why I don't want to see it happen. So to be fair, I'll try to look at it from the other side of the coin here. So what a level cap increase would do, and I think the main reason why they want to do this is because it makes it easier for them and basically to incorporate more reincarnation stuff. So as we all know, reincarnation is one of the most defining, if not the most defining trait of DDO, and it's what a lot of players like to do, and a lot of players actually see reincarnation as the end game, not the actual end game itself, but the point of the game for them is to continue to reincarnate and get more lives and build character power, which is one thing that definitely that we've seen SSG expand and continue to expand to support that, because players, as they do the reincarnations, they run out of stuff to do. So first we had heroic reincarnations, then we had epic reincarnations, then we got into iconic reincarnations and racial reincarnations, and at some point you need more room to put more reincarnation stuff in to give players more stuff to go after. But really, I don't see how they could expand it much more without incorporating a level cap increase. So let's say the cap goes up to 35 or 40, they can keep the current bonuses, and they also talked about this in the past, they can keep the current, say, epic TR system going from 30 to 20, but they can add something new on top of that for more super epic reincarnations, or whatever they're going to call it, from, say, level 35 to 30, or level 40 to down to level 30, so they can get a whole new set of stuff for people to go after. So a level cap increase definitely makes that easier and maybe necessary to do that, so that people stay, people don't leave the game, so that they can monetize stuff appropriately, so that the game can stay financially viable. So that, I think, would be the most realistic argument from the other side. But for me personally, I hope that they reconsider it, because it seems like, from what I'm seeing on now I could be wrong, because sometimes you do see vocal minorities on places like the DDO forums, but from what I'm seeing, it seems like players overwhelmingly, or at least the majority of players, don't want to see a level cap increase, and that's for a few reasons. we had a problem for a long time where we didn't have enough stuff to do at cap, and now we're in a situation where I think there is plenty to do at cap now. There's a lot of raids, there's a lot of content with the expansions like Ravenloft and Sharn. There's a lot of stuff to do. There's been a lot of other adventure packs that have been released in the past few years that are stuff you can play at level cap, go after gear. So there's a lot of stuff to do. I mean, there's a fair number of raids. You got the Ravenloft raids, you got the Sharn raids, you got like killing time. You got a fair amount of stuff to do right now, and it's a nice in game to have. It's nice to have an in game, and we definitely have a pretty good one right now, I would say. So that's one of my main concerns, is that if we do a level cap increase, they need to support it with content. So I don't want to be in a situation again, and we've been in the situation before in DDO where we've had cap, but there just hasn't been enough to do. So that's a concern. And one of the other, if not the biggest concern though, is the population. So we've seen some nice bonuses to population with the new the promotion they had with all the free content, which just ended in August. So we saw a nice boost, and I'll actually have to do another population video at some point to see how much of that population is staying. But it still remains that DDO is still not that populated of a game. It's still very play race is very spread out. It's an old game. We have too many servers, and a level cap increase is just going to spread people out more. So I think that the population spreading out would be more of a detriment at this point than any pros a level cap increase might have. So I don't want to see it happen. Just people are too spread out already. If we can get some server merges or something, then sure. But at this point, it's not something I want to see. So guys, let me know what you think about this announcement here and what you think. I will be interested, as always, in reading that. That's going to be it for this video. I'll see you all next time. Have a good one and take care.